And we are live. What's up, guys? First regular season slate of the year. Give me 1 second here. Let me tweet out the Pelicans starting lineup, and then we will jump into it. Sorry, I had to rush home from work today. I had to stay late. Okay. So, let's go over what we know so far. Let me go to my Twitter really quick. So we just got the Pelican starters, right? With Lonzo, Holiday, Redick, Ingram, Favors. We got the Nickeil Alexander first grade narrative. Toronto news is most likely going to be an 8-man rotation, right, with Davis as the 8th. And then they said beyond that, it'll be a field situation. So kind of feel like the Raptors are going to run a short rotation, starting lineup here with Lowry, Van Fleet, Anunoby, Siakam, Gasol. And then the only really injury news we're waiting for is Rondo and Caruso. Rondo is questionable. Caruso is probable. So let's go team by team again, and then we can get to questions. We got about 25 minutes until lock, so we got some time here. Let's start with the Pelicans. And again, if you've been watching my videos, in the preseason, the Pelicans play at such a fast pace. So with no Zion, there's a lot of usage to go around here. The main targets here are going to be Drew, Brandon Ingram, and Lonzo for me. I think those three guys probably get to 30-plus minutes tonight. Favors is a guy that can definitely produce in limited time. I probably think he gets somewhere from 25 to 28 minutes would be my best guess. So he's definitely in play. But the main three that I think get over 30 minutes are going to be Lonzo, Ingram, and Drew Holiday. I really like the price tag on Lonzo, 5.4K. One of my favorite mid-tier plays here, a guy that's good. My assumption is probably going to play 30-plus minutes. And with no Zion, it's a lot of usage to go around. And he's a guy that, again, fills up the stat sheet. So I really like the price tag here on Lonzo. And then Ingram and Drew, if you want to go there as well, you definitely can. Now, J.J. Redick going to be picking up the start. He's a little scoring dependent for my liking, but he's definitely in play here at 4.9K. If he's knocking down threes, he can get you there. Then the other options, right? We got Etuan Moore, Alexander Walker, Josh Hart, Okafor, Kenrich Williams, Melly. So it's a little tricky with, who are the Pelicans going to utilize out the bench here? I think for sure Josh Hart, probably Kenrich Williams a bit. And then it's kind of, I think Alexander Walker will crack the rotation just because how well he's played in the preseason. And he's a guy that I kind of want to take a shot on tonight. I know the risk is he plays limited minutes, right? He only plays like 10 or so minutes. But, man, if this guy gets 15 or 20 minutes, he can crush. So, I really like Alexander Walker, but the risk is there, right, that he plays limited minutes. Now, as far as the backup big go, between Jahlil, Okafor, and Melly, it was a little unknown, right? Is it going to be Okafor? Is it going to be Melly? That's a good question. We don't really have clarity on that, so they could use both. They could kind of split the center minutes with Okafor and Melly, or they could only use one and the other one doesn't play. So the risk is you take a shot in one and either Okafor or Melly, and then he doesn't play. So that's the risk. But the upside is high if they only utilize one backup center with Okafor and Melly. So those are two guys that are 100% in play as cheap options. Melly at 3K, Okafor at 3.2. A guy like Kenrich Williams, don't think I would want to go there. Same with Etuan Moore. Really, the guy out the bench that I really want is Alexander Walker, and then either of those Pelicans bigs. Let's move on to Toronto. Toronto, a lot of underpriced guys, and again, most likely they're going to run an 8-man rotation. So there's a lot to like here in Toronto playing the Pelicans. We know they're going to play at a fast pace. So yeah, literally any of the starting five here with Siakam, Lowry, Gasol, Van Fleet, and Anunoby, that's going to be starting five. Any of those guys you can play. I like them all. And then off the bench, Ibaka and Powell are definitely solid options. Where is Terrence Davis is going to be the 8th man, but don't necessarily know if I want to take a shot there. I think there's probably better value options. And then that's kind of it. It could be Stanley Johnson maybe playing as the 9th guy, but for me, really, it's those main 7 guys with Siakam, Lowry, Gasol, Ibaka, Van Fleet, Norman Powell, OG. The guys I really like here, I think Fred Van Fleet at 4.8K in the starting lineup. I think he's one of the top value plays on the slate. Really like him. Probably going to play close to 30 minutes in a close game. And then the bigs. Really, any of the bigs here with Ibaka, Gasol, Siakam. Siakam's going to play the most minutes. I think he has the most upside, but man, Gasol and Ibaka at 5.2 and 5.4 are probably going to split the center minutes. They could maybe play a little bit together. But I think, if they just split it, 24 down the middle with Gasol and Ibaka, they can definitely get you in that time. Kyle Lowry's a guy that, has disappointed in good matchups in the past with no Kawhi. Really, there's a lot of usage to go around in this Toronto offense. So you could definitely look to Kyle Lowry too. Again, the equation that I talked about in my video that I uploaded was, if Kawhi was out last year, you kind of look to Kyle Lowry, Siakam, then one of either Ibaka and Gasol. So yeah, I like a lot of Raptors here. I think you can definitely play. I think the sweet spot for Raptors is probably three to four. You can play 5 if you really want to, but I think 2 to 4, I guess. 2 to 4 is probably the sweet spot for Raptors. I like a lot of these guys' price tags. Norman Powell, a little score independent, coming out the bench, but if he's knocking out shots, he can get you there. I think, again, Fred VanVleet, I really like that price tag in him. Ibaka and Gasol can definitely crush in like 24 minutes. Siakam, the upside's huge on him. I like him a good amount. Really, I like a lot of Raptors today. So let's move on to the Lakers. We got about 20 minutes until lock. Lakers, obviously Anthony Davis and LeBron at the top, right? If you're going to make me choose between those two studs, I'm going to personally lean towards Anthony Davis, but it's really close. It's close with him, LeBron, and Kawhi at the top. It's really close. If you feel strongly about one, play the one you feel strongly about. Always go with your gut. I'm personally leaning towards Anthony Davis. I think he has the most upside with blocks and steals, but you really can't go wrong with either of those guys. Danny Green at 5.3K, probably going to be a pass for me. Again, just 2 scoring dependent. Rondo, so this is the injury news we're waiting for, right? A true game time call. If he misses, then we could look to a guy like Caruso, also questionable, but he's leaning more towards probable. Caruso or Quinn Cook will probably split those point guard minutes. Now, they'll also use LeBron at the point guard a good amount too, so it's going to be interesting to see what the Lakers run out as a starting lineup. Now, Rondo's a guy that if he starts, I would like a lot here at 5.1K, but that's the unknown. So it's a little tough there. Also, really like the Lakers centers here with McGee and Dwight Howard. I've been all over them in the preseason. They're not going to play huge minutes, probably 15 to 20. It would be my best guess for both those guys, but they can crush in that time. So really like both those centers. The other options for the Lakers, not super high on, with the guys like KCP, Avery Bradley, Danny Green. Again, I say it a lot, but those guys they're too scoring dependent for my liking. If they're not knocking down shots, they will definitely hurt you. So that's kind of my thoughts here for the Lakers, right? The 2 studs at the top, really like those guys. Rondo, if he plays. If not, you can look to a guy like Caruso or Quinn Cook. Probably will split the minutes there at the point guard. And then the 2 centers here with Dwight Howard and McGee. And if you really want to play Danny Green, KCP, or Avery Bradley, you can. Those are just guys I'm never super high on for DFS. So finally, the Clippers. Clippers are a team I'm the least high on, even though, it is a good matchup, but it's only 2-game slate. Kawhi obviously going to be the main man. No Paul George, so he's going to be the go-to guy here at 9.6K. It's a really close call, right, with him, Anthony Davis, and LeBron at the top. Go with your gut on which one you want. You could definitely play 2 if you want to. There's enough value plays where you could fit 2 of those studs in if you really want to. Lou Williams is a guy, and Montrezl Harrell were guys I always played last year. The concern with those guys is now they have Kawhi Leonard in the offense. Like last year, when Lou Williams and Montrezl came out the bench, they were the only ones doing anything for the team. Like, starters didn't do a whole lot, and it was the Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell show. Now we got Kawhi, who's going to play big minutes, and that's the concern. They're still in play. Lou Williams is a guy that can crush in limit. He'll probably play 25, maybe 30 minutes at most, but he's a guy that we've seen that he can put up fantasy points in a very short amount of time. So at 6.5K, I like the upside in him. The only concern is, how are they going to work with Kawhi in the offense? Same thing with Montrez. Like the price tag on him a good amount. He's an energy guy. Going to get you blocks, steals, putbacks. They're probably going to need him to play some pretty big minutes against this big Lakers team. So Lou Williams and Montrez definitely solid here in the mid-range. Now the other options, I'm not super high on a lot of these cheap guys. Like Pat Beverly, I think he's okay. Ivica Zubac is a guy that has been so up and down. He really hasn't looked that good in the preseason, but the Lakers run big, so maybe he gets extended a bit. So he's not out of play. He's just, hasn't looked that great so far in the preseason. A guy like Landry Shamet, just okay. JaMychal Green maybe plays a few extra minutes, don't mind him. Mo Harkless, not a high usage guy. So there's really not a whole lot I'm super high on. Like, I don't know if Jerome Robinson or Terrence Mann are going to crack the rotation. So, for me, as of right now for the Clippers, I'm not super high on a lot of these guys, but Kawhi is a spend up, and Lou and Montrez would probably be the way that I would go. So we got about 15 minutes to lock. We're almost at 200 viewers, guys. Thank you for coming to check out the stream. I know it's only a short stream, 2-game slate, but let's do it. So let's jump into questions here. Think Howard has the highest upside. We're talking about Dwight Howard. Those Lakers centers I like a lot. Howard, my center tonight. He's going to prove legitimately serious this year. What do you think about JJ Redick, bro? I think he's in play at 4.9K. If he's knocking down threes, yes, he can get you there. We've seen it though, right? Like just look in last year against Toronto. In 31 minutes, he had 9 fantasy points. So the floor is low on him, but if he's knocking down threes, he can probably get you 25 to 30 fantasy points. So no, that's the risk with JJ Redick. But yeah, Green or Harkless. Are we talking about JaMychal Green? I think I would go JaMychal Green there. I like the upside a little bit more on him, but Green and Harkless are not guys I'm super, super high on. NAW, what are your thoughts? Yeah, I like NAW. The only concern is, NAW. The only concern is, will he get enough minutes coming off the bench? I think there's a good shot that he'll probably maybe push 15 to 20 minutes, and if he gets that, I think he can crush. I'm putting on FanDuel with Melly and Davis in every lineup since the small forward is big deeper. Do y'all think Jackson Hayes or Alexander Walker? No, I don't think Jackson Hayes will crack the rotation. I think Alexander Walker is definitely take a shot on, right? A Gasol or Lonzo, I'm personally going to go Lonzo there. I think he plays more minutes. I think the upside's a little bit higher. The concern with Gasol is the Pelicans run at a really fast pace. They like kind of running the small ball, so maybe Gasol gets run off the floor. Maybe Ibaka gets a few extra minutes. Ingram or Favors last spot. I'm going to go Ingram there. Serge or JaMychal, definitely Serge. Am I limiting my lineup with Anunoby? He's super cheap, but starting. Haven't seen much. Yeah, so no. I think OG's going to be one more popular value place here at 3.9K. He's a guy that not super high usage, but he has flashed a bit of upside and probably gets close to 30 minutes in a close game and a great matchup. So he's definitely in play. Opinions on stacking AD and LeBron? Yes. So I personally, right now, my lineup, I have AD and LeBron in it. How do you feel about Ingram starting a power forward? He's probably going to have to play some pretty big minutes. Now, the matchup not necessarily the best for him, but with no Zion, that's a lot of usage to go around. So, I like Ingram a lot. I think my favorite Pelican starter would be Lonzo Ball, but Ingram's definitely solid too. Doubt Walker will play more than 12 minutes or so in a close game. That's a concern with Alexander Walker, right? If you're playing him, know what you're getting into. He could definitely play limited minutes, but we saw his upside when he got minutes in the preseason. Bradley, Jay Green, or Harkless. Give me Avery Bradley there. I probably think he plays the most minutes. Do you like Avery Bradley? Not super high in him, but he's in play. You think having Lowry, Van Fleet, Drew Holiday is good? Yes. Yeah, that's definitely viable. I like a lot of those guys in the early game. Okafor, good value play. So, yeah, the concern is who's going to play the backup 5 for the Pelicans. Is it going to be Okafor? Is it going to be Melly? Is it going to be a split between the two? We really don't have confirmation, so he's worth a shot, but know the risk playing him. There's a chance he might not even play. But there's also a chance he plays 20 minutes and crushes. Okafor is a guy that when he gets minutes, he can crush. And he's a guy that if I knew Okafor was going to play 15 to 20 minutes, I would lock him in my lineup. If you play NAW, you probably want to play Okafor also. Thoughts on Cook? Yeah, Cook's a guy that will get a boost if Rondo misses. And I don't know if it's going to be a combination of Caruso and Cook at point guard or one gets the nod over the other. But he's definitely viable as a cheap play. Who do you like at center? So center, I mean, there's a lot of really good options here. It's Gasol and Ibaka, and then those two Laker centers with McGee and Dwight. And then you can even take a shot at Okafor or Melly, right? The concern is we don't really know who's going to play the backup 5 for the Pelicans. And obviously Anthony Davis at the top. Drew or Siakam. I'm going to go Siakam there, but I like both. Okafor, good value play. Again, the concern is he might not even play. If he gets 15 to 20 minutes, he can crush. So Kenrich Williams going to get decent run. I don't know how much. Probably 15 or so minutes, maybe a little bit more. Not a guy I'm super, super high on, but he's worth a shot as a value play. McGee or Howard, that's really close, right? I'm going to go McGee. I think the upside might be a little bit higher on him, but it's super close. Do you think Lowry is undervalued? So Yes, I think he is, but he has busted in good matchups before. This is a great matchup, and obviously with no Kawhi in there anymore, there's a lot of usage to go around. So yes, I think he's undervalued, but he has busted in good matchups before. But again, 6.8K for Kyle Lowry. Yeah, I do like that price. Can you show us how you find projected ownage? Um, I don't. I just go about it with my head. I don't have anything with projected ownership. How do you think we'll play more, Avery Bradley or D. Powell? Um, Wait, we're talking Dwight Powell? Oh, Norman Powell? Um, mm, that's really close. I think they probably play similar minutes off the bench. I mean, I don't know if Avery Bradley's going to start for sure. Give me Norman Powell there, I guess. Siakam just signed a huge contract, so I can see him trying really hard tonight. Yeah, I like Siakam a lot at 7.6K. If you're making me pick between Siakam and Kyle Lowry, I'm going to lean towards Siakam there. Zoe, Lou, or Drew, Pat Beverly. Give me Lonzo and Lou there. For FanDuel, the most amount of players from the same team. What do you mean? Uh, like how many players can you have in the same team? I think you could play 3 to 4 Raptors. KCP, little scoring dependent for my liking, but he's in play. Thoughts on Josh Hart? Same thing. Little scoring dependent. If a shot's not falling, he can kill you. Most risky, fade Siakam or Drew. I think it's riskier to fade Siakam in my opinion. Josh Hart's perfectly fine in DK. Yes, he is. He's cheap. If he's knocking down threes, he can get you there. Probably riskier to fade Drew on FanDuel. Avery Bradley for the win. I'm calling it. Definitely in play, right? Is Nicola Melli in play? Yes, he is. The risk is he doesn't play. But I'm not really sure who's going to play the backup 5 with him or Okafor, or it could be a combination of both. But he's definitely in play min price. Thoughts on Howard? Yes, I like the Lakers centers with Howard and McGee. Thoughts on Powell? A guy I'm not super high on, but coming out the bench, he will shoot the ball a good amount. So yes, he's in play. Powell or Etuan? I'm going to go Powell there. Toronto Twitter has Ibaka starting at center. Let's see. We the North. Oh, they do have Ibaka starting at center. Okay. So Ibaka, Siakam, OG, Lowry, Van Fleet. So, that's a slight boost Ibaka. Probably plays a few extra minutes. I actually got to switch my lineup around. We got 6 minutes to lock, so give me 1 minute here, guys. Let me switch my lineup here, and then we'll be good to go. I was just, I was debating all day whether I wanted to take a shot on an NAW or not, and I'm going with my gut and playing him. I know there's a shot that he plays limited minutes, but yeah, I love the upside in NAW, and it's I think on a 2-game slate. I'm not going huge, right? This is only a 2-game slate, so don't go crazy, but I really like the upside on him. I'm seeing Gasol at center. No, they just announced. Toronto tweeted that that Ibaka is starting at center. Powell or KCP? Give me Powell there. Van Fleet, good pick. Yes, Van Fleet's one of my favorite value plays at 4.8K. Anyone got a free lineup generator? RG is premium now. Again, like I said, do not go crazy here on this 2-game slate. We got a really nice 11-game slate tomorrow, so definitely would recommend going heavier on that slate compared to this slate. There's a lot of variance on a 2-game slate. Okafor over OG Anunoby. I think OG is a lot safer, right? The minutes are pretty secure. I think 25, maybe 30 minutes for OG. So I would go OJ there. Okay. Harrell or Ingram. Give me Ingram there. That's close, but I think Ingram's going to have to, take a huge step forward here with no Zion. So give me Ingram there. Ibaka or McGee with the news. I'm going with McGee, but it's really close. I like both. You can definitely play both. I'm going to lean towards McGee, but yeah, I like both a good amount. Well, I take that back. I think Ibaka's safer now that he's in the starting lineup. He'll probably push closer to 26, 27 minutes. So I think he's going to play more minutes. I think the upside's there. So yeah, I think the saver plays Ibaka. JJ Redick a good play, a little scoring dependent, but he's knocking down threes and can get you there. Is it a mistake to only have one of AD, Bron, or Kawhi in a lineup? No. That's a build that I think a lot of people are going to have with only one. I'm telling you guys, I think there's enough value plays where you can get two. So I have both LeBron and Anthony Davis in my lineup. We'll see how it goes. I'm taking a shot on a couple of value plays here, but yeah. Drew Holiday, good pick. I think he's definitely in play here at 7.9K, right? With no Zion, him, Lonzo, and Ingram, as well as Favors, going to have to, carry the load for the offense. So, yeah, I think he's in play. I think I would personally lean towards Siakam at a similar price point, but it's close. Bro, how much did you win? I don't like Ingram's matchup, but I'm still playing him. Yeah, I mean, that's concerned. He's in a bad matchup, but in a close game, I think he plays 30-plus minutes. New Toronto news, Ibaka may be a PR error. Oh, what? Okay. Well, either way, I mean, Ibaka and Gasol, whoever starts, they are definitely viable. Both of them, whoever starts. Will Isaiah Taylor going to play? No, I don't think so. Lonzo or Lowry? Well, I'm going to go Lonzo there for DK because he's a lot cheaper. Expect Caruso to make Cook seem really good. Yeah, if Rondo misses, Caruso or Cook are definitely play. Green or Anunoby? I'm going to go Anunoby there. RotoWire and FanDuel have Gasol starting still. Right, they're probably just not updating it. I mean, this is literally from the Toronto Raptors itself, tweeting the starting lineup with Ibaka. Ibaka over Howard. I think Ibaka's a bit safer. So, yes, I probably would go Ibaka. OG or BI. Well, they're different prices. If you can afford BI, get them. Lonzo or Lowry. Again, I'm going to go Lonzo there. Ingram, Favors, or Ibaka. I think Ingram plays the most minutes. So I think either Ingram or Ibaka there. Lonzo, Day, yeah, I like Lonzo's price a lot. Ibaka over Howard. I think Ibaka plays more minutes, so I think he's a bit safer. But Howard still has upside. So you can take the shot at Howard. I think Ibaka, again, plays more minutes, so he's a little bit safer. But I do like both. Thanks, TK. Hit that like button, my dudes. Yeah, again, if you guys are enjoying the content, I would appreciate if you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. Melly or Okafor, that's a toss-up. I mean, if you're going to make me choose, I think it's going to be Okafor, but we really don't know who's going to be the backup five. So they're both risky, but if they get 15 to 20 minutes, they can get you there at close to min price. How's Kenrich Williams? He's okay. Not a guy I'm super high on. Gasol starting, 30 seconds. I don't know. Did Toronto mess that up? I don't know. Either way, I don't think it's a. I really don't think it's a big deal one way or the other who starts. But yeah, we're closing in locked. 5 seconds. Let's go, guys. I'll go over some ownership. So if you guys want to stay on for a few extra minutes, I'll go over some ownership on the guys in the early game, and then we can go from there. I can't show you my lineup, but I will go over ownership on my phone. Thanks. Yeah, of course, guys. Thanks for coming to check out the stream. Good luck, guys. Avery Bradley, good play. He's worth a shot, right? A little score independent from my liking. I say that a lot, but he's worth a shot. So ownership always takes like a minute or two to come in, so we got to give it at least a minute here. What up, Scott? Yeah, of course, man. Thanks for coming to check out the stream. I'm gonna have a video up for the Wednesday 11-game slate later tonight, so be on the lookout for that, guys. I don't think prices have come out yet. At least I haven't seen them. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think they're up yet. I got one lineup, 7 out of 8 from Toronto and New Orleans. I mean, that's viable, right? A lot of those guys were just too cheap. So someone like Moore is going to break the slate. Etuan Moore is just a guy I'm never super high on. Again, he's in that field of like KCP, Avery Bradley. Like they got to nail threes to get you there. If they're not nailing threes, they can get you under 5 fantasy points for sure. All right, but let's go over ownership in the big $10 tournament here. Lonzo Ball is only 39% owned. Fred VanVleet, only 55%. I'll take it. OG's at 32. Siakam's at 46. NAW season, boys. Under 10% owned. Alexander Walker. Let's go. Let's see what else we got. Brandon Ingram at 39%. Norman Powell at 21%. Ibaka's at 25%. I like that ownership on him. Kenrich Williams at 4.1%. Drew Holiday's 36%. Lowry's at 35%. So the ownership is kind of spread out here. Marcus Saul's at 30%. So there's no one super high owned on the slate. NAW 8%. Yes, I'm taking the shot on it. I know the risk of NAW that he plays limited minutes, but yeah, I took the shot on NAW, and I'll take that ownership too. Let me look at the $40 tournament, see what ownership's like. So in the $40 tournament, it's a lot higher than the guys I'm on. Lonzo's at 50%, Fred VanVleet's at 75%, OG's at 50%, Siakam's at 50%, NAW's still only 9%. I will take that. So he's obviously the key for me. I knew what I was getting into playing him. I know he can play limited minutes. I know he can play, sub 10 minutes and not get me there, but I think it's worth a shot. Marcus Saul starting. Yeah, like I said, either way with him or Ibaka, it wasn't really it's not going to matter really who starts in my opinion. I mean, maybe Gasol plays a few extra minutes. What the fuck, Gasol is starting? Yeah, so Toronto, maybe they messed up their reporting, I guess. I don't know, but either way, with Ibaka and with Gasol, they're both going to play similar minutes. I have 14% Fred and $3 double up. Yeah, 14%. I love that. I think Fred VanVleet was probably one of my favorite value plays there, 4.8K. But yeah, I think I changed up some lineups. Okay. But yeah, I think I'm going to hop off here, guys. So thanks again for coming to check out the stream. Really appreciate it. Again, I'll have the video up for Wednesday slate later tonight. Be on the lookout for that. 11 games, I believe. So yeah, that's going to be a really appealing slate. And yeah, that's it. So again, thanks for coming to check out the stream, guys, and I will see you later.